Okay, so now that there is a new clip from Superman that was released on Jimmy Kimmel, where David Cornsweet and Nicholas Hoult promoted the movie, and then the clip basically, if you don't want to know what it is, then just stop the video. But anywho, the clip has Superman confronting Lex Luthor, and apparently Lex Luthor took Crypto, and then a very pissed off Superman storms in the office. He obliterates the doors, and then Lex Luthor's in a meeting with somebody, and then the dude nearly he falls backwards out of his chair. It's so fucking hilarious. And then Superman comes walking in. Oh, he is pissed. Like, where's the dog, Luthor? Where's the dog? And you can tell like Lex Luthor is in complete control in this whole scene where he doesn't flinch, nothing. He ain't scared of nothing. He even looks. Even as he's denying that, like, I had nothing to do with this, I don't know what you're talking about. And then as he's sipping his coffee, and then while the cup is on his mouth, he looks Superman right in the eye and says, "So that ugly dog in the cape." Dang, like I can feel the rivalry, like I can feel the tension between these two, like where I'm enjoying it personally, but to my lack of shock, very lack of shock, people are divided on how Superman's behaving in this clip. Of course they're gonna overreact, like, oh, why is Superman behaving like that? Oh, well, why is he doing that? Oh, like he would never do that. Oh. Like, I think it's the same group of people who would complain about everything that the studio has been putting out in the marketing of this movie. Like every single thing. They want to bitch about everything that is being presented to the audience, to the fans. Like it wouldn't have mattered if Superman was confronted Lex Luthor all calm and collected. There would be, I bet you, that you people, you specific group of people, you'd be bitching about that too. Like, why is he so calm? Like, why is he not showing any signs of anger? Like, if that were me, I would be pissed off. Does Crypto not mean anything to you? Crypto deserves much better than you, buddy. Like, that's how I think you people would overreact. Don't say you wouldn't, because everybody with the right mindset knows that you specific people would complain about Superman's behavior, no matter if it's like this or totally different. You want to know why? Because you complain when he's being more upbeat and humorous and hopeful. You complain about that too. So get some fucking therapy. Like, you need some help. Like, this is like almost straight out of a comic, like where Superman bursts through Lex Luthor's office, almost the same exact way, where he bursts through the doors. He's like, Luthor, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's basically off of that. Like, I had that comic. If I had the right mindset, I would keep these comics. I wish I did. I was like, oh, I had that comic. Stupid younger me did not take good care of them. I'm just like, yeah. I mean, like, if I had the mindset that I had now, there would be like a stack everywhere. And, like, this isn't the first time Superman has been showing signs of anger. Ain't the first time. I mean, he's shown anger towards Lex Luthor before. I mean, like in Lois and Clark, season 1, episode 3, I believe, where Lex Luthor is testing Superman, like how fast is he, how invulnerable is he, yada yada. But Superman does at some point figure out that he's behind it, and he goes to his home and confronts him. And he's pissed. You can tell he's pissed. To where Lex Luthor's like acting all happy to see him, like, oh, Superman, how are you doing today? Then here goes Superman. He's like, you don't want to know how strong I am, Luthor? Then he grabs he grabs a sword that Luthor bought. I'm sure he paid a lot of money for it, but that didn't stop Superman from bending the motherfucker. He's like, fuck your sword. And then Superman's like, you want to know how fast I am? And then he grabs Luthor's gun, loads it, points it at him, and he pulls the trigger, where it's going to shoot him right in the heart if it hadn't been for Superman catching the bullet at the right second. So that's okay. But him yelling at Luthor about Crypto isn't. Oh, okay. Now we can go to Batman v Superman, where Superman finds out that Lex Luthor had his mother abducted, had Martha Kent kidnapped. And then he sees Polaroids where she looks like she's beaten black and blue. He falls to his knees in despair, and Luthor's throwing Polaroids at his head, like, Martha, Martha, Martha. Oh, I do not miss that version of Lex Luthor. But anywho, Superman's eyes start to light up, and he's getting ready to have himself some Luthor ribs to go. Like, where is she? But that's okay. But yelling about crypto is over the line. Logic. Perfect, pure, flawless logic. Get the fuck out of here. And don't get me started on the whole thing like, oh, why is Clark yelling at Lois like that? Blah, 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 blah. It's not, like, at this point in the story, I believe that she knows that Clark and Superman are the same person, and usually when they get past that point in a relationship, I mean, their conversations here and there about the be in that way where they argue with each other. You're just looking for shit to bitch about. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's plenty of versions where she finds out and then they have arguments, like in Lois and Clark. You know, like on that same exact episode where it was like, oh, she found out, and then they argue after she said no to his marriage proposal, or he didn't take it very well. They argue. Just a good example, but I don't recall any backlash over that. But somehow in this brief clip with their interview where they're arguing about, you know, Superman, like, okay, so like where is the line drawn? And he's like, people are gonna die. Like, how is that a problem? And him getting angry over an answer, you know, getting the answer that he didn't want. How is that okay? Like, you people, I don't know what's up with you. It's like you keep nitpicking on every single thing. Like, I'm surprised you didn't, you know, like, complain about in the final trailer where we see Superman and he's surrounded by Lex Luthor's men. They're all wearing armor, and then he does his heat vision spin thing. I'm surprised none of you made fun of that. We're like, look at that, it's Ballerina Superman. Ballerina Superman. And then the whole Trunks thing, like, where you go like, oh, he's wearing a diaper. Whoa, diaper. It's been that way for, like, I don't know how long, probably long before you or me were thought of. That's how long it's been. It's been around as long as he has. And it just started the whole no trunks thing for, like, what, maybe 10 years ago? Short spin, like a short little spin where they did a test drive for that in the comics, and then they did that in live action, like with Man of Steel, and then with Superman and Lois. Like, where was all this diaper complaint years ago, decades ago? Where was it? Nowhere. You're just looking for motherfucking stupid ass excuses to bash the movie that you have not seen yet. We're like 2 weeks away. You're just mad that it's not the version that you wanted. And this is coming from somebody who enjoys Henry Cavill as terms of casting wise, where you look at him like, yeah, that's Superman, and he has a charisma that he could have brought into the character, but, you know, the studio didn't want him to do that. But that's another topic for another video. But it's like you have to bash David Cornsweet to prove your love for another version of Superman. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Whatsoever. If you want to keep your wallets closed, then please do. Stay out of the way. Let people who actually are happy about this movie enjoy themselves. Take a chance. If some people don't like it, then they don't like it. But the majority of people are optimistic, and you, small group of people, are not. But yet, it seems like there's a lot of you, because a lot of you won't shut your fucking mouths. Like, back when we had, where it was DC, you know, like DC fans versus Marvel fans, where certain people in both groups were like, well, you can't like both DC and Marvel. You just can't do that. That's blasphemy. Like, that was less toxic than this shit. This shit. Like, we need to revert back to the Marvel versus DC fans. That was a lot less toxic. Like, it was a lot less toxic for Rosies. Even people who genuinely hate Superman were like, I just don't like the character. I don't like him. I have more respect for those people than for you small group of people. Because at least they're not trying to pretend like, oh yeah, I'm a fan, but this movie looks stupid. You know, at least those people are like, look, doesn't matter who plays him. I don't like Superman. I don't. I have more respect for those people than I do for you small-minded motherfuckers. You're thinking to yourselves like, if I keep hating on this piece of garbage, then there's like a pile of gold that awaits behind it. Huh, that is the Snyderverse. Maybe it will come back to us. Oh, maybe we'll get it back. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Like, maybe something beautiful awaits for me if I stay true to my passion. Oh, like, I will tear this movie to shreds and then I will get what I want. You know what awaits for you? The abyss, the void, nothing but a black, ongoing abyss where it just goes down and down. You're going to keep falling and falling when you step towards it and you're like, ah! You don't hit nothing at the bottom. You're just like, oh, for eternity. That's it. That's it. I mean, if you decide that maybe this movie may not be for you, that's fine. But for those of you who won't shut the fuck up about it, and you're just like, oh, well, it's closed. Bring me back Snyderverse. Fuck out the Mickey. That's how you sound when the translation of your bullshit, when the translation can't keep up with your bullshit, like, because it keeps malfunctioning because they're just overwhelming, like the translator, because with the whole boogie woogie woogie woogie, like, you're saying restore the Snyderverse, but the translator can't keep up with your bullshit. That's why it acts up like that. Like, guys, you need some therapy. Lean towards something that you love. I mean, like, why you want to spend all this time bitching about something that you already decided that you hated? I mean, like, what? It doesn't matter what this Superman does. You're always gonna, anything, even from him blinking or smiling at somebody, like, oh, I just saved somebody. Yeah, good day. You're gonna say that's stupid too. Like, all the criticisms for the character is stupid. Like, from way back when, like, oh, Superman's a goody two shoes. He's so boring. Nothing can hurt him. He's so nice all the time. No, stupid. No, get that out of here. How can I rally behind that? And then they switch it up. They complain about that too, like with Man of Steel, like from Superman Returns, where like he doesn't throw any punches. Not one punch was thrown. But let's be real. If a punch was thrown in that movie, it wouldn't be action-packed. It would be a horror movie, a massacre. It would be skulls exploding through his fist. where his skull would explode through, where his fist would explode through everybody's skulls. That's what that would be. And then with Man of Steel, you get the action that everyone's bitching about, and then when you finally get it, everyone's bitching about that. Like, that's too. He doesn't throw enough punches. Now he's throwing too many punches. He doesn't show emotion. Now he's showing too much emotion. Like, if all you're gonna do is complain about how Superman's written, you need to shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm done.